Hello, party people! That was so cringy. Okay, anyways, my name is Abby. I am studying currently at the University of Glasgow. Well, I'm graduating from the University of Glasgow, to say the least, doing the International Strategic Marketing program here, and I'm super excited to get to talk to you guys today. I'm going to be going over 5 affordable places to visit here in Scotland. I'm going to try to make this video a little bit shorter so that way you're not watching it and you're like falling asleep. I'm going to do 2 overnight ones, and then the other 3 will be day trips from Glasgow. Now, the very first one, which I feel like is an obvious one, is Edinburgh. Of course, it is a really beautiful city. There's tons to do. You have the castle, you have the Holyrood Palace at the end, you have Arthur's Seat, you have Connaught Hill, you have the Prince's Gardens, also the National Museum. I mean, the list can go on and on forever. There's tons of tours to do, but a lot of it can be maneuvered by yourself, especially right now when it's Christmas and the Christmas market is open. It's very, very pretty, a really great activity to do for an international student. If you are here in Glasgow and you want something to do over the holidays, Edinburgh is a really great place to stay for that. And also Hogmanay is coming up. So just putting that out there for you. When it comes to staying in Edinburgh, it can get a little bit pricier. That's why I say a day trip. Go ahead and put some hostels right here that I have found that you guys can go and check out, that are probably more student friendly, things like that. And I'll also put a list over here of different tours. Now, just to let you know, a lot of these trips, if you live in university housing or university accommodation at all, can be taken through the university. Now, we send out a newsletter in accommodations, usually once a month or maybe for the semester, letting you know what trips will be done. A huge bus will take you to those places, and I think it's a really great way to discover Scotland along with people you may know that live in the same residence halls as you. My second most affordable place to visit is Stirling, Scotland. I really love Stirling, Scotland. It is very quaint and beautiful. It has one of the first castles here in Scotland. It is so pretty. I got to explore that myself that day, so it's great if you're doing some solo traveling, but also just fun if you want to take some friends. There are really fun restaurants there too. I will put a picture of one up here. There's the Book Nook, and then there's another one that's really famous, which I will put in this area right now. I just can't remember the name of it. It's a really nice day trip because it's only a 45-minute train ride, maybe 50 max. If you're a national member with the trustee, I'll put a picture right here. If anybody is interested, you will get to save some money on getting into Stirling Castle, but it's really nice. I loved the architecture in there, and they do free tours throughout the castle at a certain time period. They'll tell you at the front gate, which I think is really nice, and also another student-friendly thing. Of course, they have the cathedral there that is really great, and some other neat places. The third place I would like to suggest is St. Andrews. St. Andrews is known for being like the first golf course in the world. It is also where William and Kate met. I would say that you can definitely do it as a day trip. You can also turn it into a weekend trip. I've never stayed there myself during the weekends. I just do a day, but they also have the pier that you can go out to. They have the cathedral. They also have their castle, which is literally like right on the corner of a rock. Well, almost every castle is on a rock in Scotland. It faces the sea, so it has a really great view. You can go down to the beach and it's right there. It's just a very nice scenic place to be. It also has its own separate beach that you can go and visit if you're a beach person. And then also they have, of course, the golfing museum, duh. That we've talked about the day trips, I'm going to go ahead and get into the overnight trips. That would be great for a weekend or even maybe a week. It's up to you. I'm gonna go ahead and start with Oban because of course I have done a vlog. You can go ahead and search on the university's YouTube page for that vlog. I give a lot of information about the hostels, what I do there, and the history of Oban in itself. As far as train tickets, it really depends on what day and season that you're going. I went in April and it was around 30-40 pounds round trip, a 3-hour train ride. And I would say that my hostel was very affordable, the food was very affordable, and there was a lot to do with an Oban itself. Now we got stuck in Oban because we were supposed to go see puffins. We were supposed to go out to Staffa. It was going to be amazing, but we didn't get to do that, so there was still enough to do there. Oban is a really, really great access point to a lot of different isles. There are ferries over to Tobermoor. You can go to Staffa, Islay, I believe. There's quite a few different things that you can do over the weekend, and they have plenty of tours that I feel like aren't, you know, super up there in price, that you can go and see some wildlife or different parts of Scotland that you normally wouldn't see. And I'm going to go ahead and put on either side some things to do in Oban, and then also right here to put the hostel that I personally stayed at. Now, what is my last overnight trip? I think somewhere that is really accessible from Glasgow and very affordable is Loch Lomond. I love Loch Lomond. If you're a hiker, definitely go. There's tons of hiking to do in Loch Lomond. There's also, of course, the loch itself. It's just a lot of nature things in general. There's a course like a nature course that you can do. Also, we have Connick Hill, Dube Hill. We're also close to Ben Lomond if you're interested in bagging your first Monroe. And Loch Lomond can also be made into a day trip as well. It's very accessible. Again, you'd go to Balloch Station. They have a really great fish and chip, and they have their little shopping center with an aquarium and usually some different marketplace stuff that are from small businesses here in Scotland that you can support if you're able to. So I know I said 5 most affordable places, but I'm gonna go ahead and throw in another student-friendly travel company. It is International Student Tours. You can find them on Facebook. I'll go ahead and put a picture of them up here with also like their information, but I did an overnight Isle of Skye trip with them, and it was very affordable in my opinion. They also do a lot of other day trips. The tour guides were really nice and very welcoming. And if you're a solo traveler, it's definitely a lot more of a friendly environment because you're able to make friends from even other universities here in Glasgow, which I think is really nice because you get to meet other people. That's it for me, guys. I hope that you enjoyed this quick impromptu video about some different places here in Scotland that you can visit on a student-friendly budget and that you learned something. I will see you guys hopefully in the future. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Bye.